It's Sean from Big Dog Trade. Just a quick update on right now. It's just after noon in the United States, New York time. So let's look quickly here. I marked out where my previous, video was shot at around midnight last night. And I was talking about the US dollar, Canadian dollar, obviously, rallying up. I was hoping it would come down to this area, a nice pullback for me to jump in. Now, let me tell you what actually happened. I finished up the video, took a nap, set my alarm for 2:30 in the morning US time. I slept right through it. At that point, I woke up around 4:30 in the morning. So I'm pretty unhappy with myself. But yeah, so no trades did I take last night. But let's look at what could have been done utilizing the free service Financial Juice. I know I keep harping about it, but I mean, this really keeps you on the pulse of market sentiment. This is something that you really, really need to be looking at. So after I finish up the video, this is pretty much where price was. Let's zoom in a little bit. All right, no major pullback. Could you have attempted something here? Actually, I like 5-minute charts. Especially for intraday trading, I am usually on 5-minute. You can M5, M5, M5. Well, why are these H1? Whatever. So here's where we were. Once this rally here broke, here's where you could be interested in jumping in. You have some support, which was used as support here, but this support is not the reason why we're entering the trade. We're entering the trade based off of market sentiment here. All right. Now, so that's this. Would I have entered the trade? I'm not 100% sure. I really, really wanted a pullback, but you have to understand that if we're breaking out to new highs, the market may not be interested, especially. So here's 12. 1, 2. I mean, now we have the London traders coming in around 2 to 3. It always gets me confused with this time stuff. All GMT plus 5, whatever. So now we have London traders coming in around this time. What the hell do they care if why would they want to start selling this off? Now I could say this now, but here could be some profit taking after a nice run up. But when these traders start stepping in, they realize they're breaking through new highs. They're looking at, all the news that you and I can see. So they're like, hey, this looks good. Let's try to make some money on it. Go on up. So again, would I have taken a trade? I can't say 100% certain because I wasn't there. I was sleeping, dreaming about rainbows and unicorns, and I'm not happy about that. Whatever, there's always the next day. Let's see what else. U.S. North Korea risks. Now, the previous video, I spoke about what I thought may happen if Trump decided to say something. Come on, stop it. Thank you. Oh, God. All right, so here we are. This was where we were roughly last night. I was thinking possibly to sell this down to here. Now, you may get flack. You may say, "Oh, look, Sean, your fundamentals don't work, etc., etc." No, actually, I was going the exact opposite of what the sentiment is. Why? sometimes I just stupid. Really, really stupid. Uh, if we look here, North Korea risks. This was at 3:57 my time. Research team at Amplifying Global FX Capital points out the risk of some imminent military action related to North Korea may have been reduced, which means possibly no safe haven play, by reports that China is willing to place more pressure on North Korea. So this is good. This does not mean sell the dollar against the yen as a safe haven trade. There's lots of other stuff happening. I just slept through it all. Damn it. Let's see. JPY looks to risk appetite trends. USD, JPY climbs back. Blah, blah, blah. Maintain monetary policy. Da, da, da. Okay. So investor risk appetite. That means risk on, not off. So while I'm sitting here last night saying, oh, well, if Trump says something, blah, 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 he can make the dollar come down to here, and I can go, and just keep selling it to close the gap, etc., etc. That didn't happen. And if I was awake, actually, I just woke up just past this, but at that time I just went into my bedroom. But if you're following this, you're seeing these headlines come out. 4:27 in the morning. So let's look at what time that would have been. So 6:45 is 11. I know I hate this. So here's 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. So here we are, 4:35 in the morning. Look at this. 4:35 in the morning. You see it breaking new highs. Past here. Breaking new highs. Pull back. You could jump in for your 15 pips. Go right ahead. I really like going for 20 pips, but I mean, there's other ways we can trade this, guys. It's not just so hard and fast. If I keep saying in these videos, I'm going to smack myself. So, I mean, let's just say we enter in on a pullback here. Right? It reaches this area. Move your stop loss, to break even. Will it take you out? You don't know. But there's a lot of risk on appetite, which was actually spoken about last night and the night before as well. Everybody, Forex Live, Forex Street, these guys were talking about. We could see the US dollar yen go up. A lot of longer term investors have more of a risk on appetite going ahead these days, which I'm not 100% sure why, but that doesn't matter. I don't need to know why people are thinking the way they're thinking. I just need to look at this, see what they're thinking, analyze it, stop making my own judgments like, well, I want to sell the dollar down to here. Idiot. I think I make it more difficult than it really is. Follow the sentiment. At 4 something in the morning, you get an article that's positive USD JPY. Enter. Where did you put your stop loss? I'm not 100% sure. You could put it here. Here. But again, I don't want you to sit here thinking, well, that's a huge risk to reward ratio. I understand that. I really do get that. However, when you have market sentiment behind you, I'll say 7 times out of 10, you have this. This gives you enough time to get your stop loss to break even plus 1 or 2 pips. Free trade. And this is where we're headed. especially when these articles come out. Risk on appetite, risk on appetite. You know, swaths of traders are now putting their positions net long on US dollar JPY. I saw that one Sunday night. You know, you're seeing so much more positive dollar yen than negative dollar yen. Now you have the sentiment of the market. Now you can trade with what's called conviction. Trading a technical system, you might just sit here and be like, well, it told me to go up, so I'm going to go up. Doesn't explain to you why, but now you know why you want to be buying the US dollar against the yen. So was I wrong? Yeah. Well, I can't really say was I wrong. I was just thinking if Trump says X, we could see the US dollar fall against the Japanese yen. Markets do like to close gaps, unfortunately. Not this time around, which is totally fine for me. I'm a little bit hurt that I did not get into this trade. What a beauty. Look at this. Jump in on this little pullback here. 40. 100 pips. Oh, God. Even here. 60 pips. And what did we see? Where are you? I saw you. US dollar JPY. I saw something about 111. 2-week highs. Oh man. The crude oil prices look to inventory data for a lifeline. Bearish sentiment on crude oil. That's going to affect the Canadian dollar. Yeah. Mm. 110.50. All right, so here's a yen selling article. Yeah. Come on, where are you? Probing session highs near 110.50. Look, we already broke right through that. We're at 111. I did see an article, however, about 111. Where are you? All right, whatever. You can look up the research yourself. But I'm telling you guys, this is where you can get the information that you need to make informed trades. Do not sleep on this like I did. You're going to kick yourself in the pants. Oh, man. Man, oh man. My head was too stuck on North Korea. Makes me so mad that I did that. But no trader here is perfect. I'm not. You're not. And this is just the game we play. So that's all. Definitely this right here, man. Follow it. See what the market's talking about. And when these London traders step in, let's see, 12, 1, 2, 3. Here's your pullback. Let's see. 15 pips or 10. What we got? So let's say we enter in right here. Starts pushing up. 8, nothing. Back down. Where could your stop loss be? Put your stop loss over here. You're risking 18 pips. I don't like that. I think that's too close. Other things that you can do is just set your stop loss far away so you're not going to get tagged out on some, little bit of take profit move. Even though you're not going for 60 pips, You put a hard stop at 60 pips. That's just so in case the world flips upside down and markets tank. That's why you have that. All right. But if you start seeing price break down past these previous lows right here, you might want to get out. However, another little neat trick you can use is if you see price going against you after researching all of this, price is moving against you, just wait. Just wait for a an article to come out that goes against what your analysis is. Oh, here it is, 12:30. It just did. Okay. You don't have to get out and panic. You have market sentiment on your side, so you can be in a bit of drawdown and not worry about it coming all the way down to 60, points against you. You keep taking trades like that, letting it hit that hard stop loss, then yeah, you're not going to be doing well. However, we're smarter than that. We're just trading market sentiment. Check out Financial Juice, see what's going on. If we see market sentiment starting to shift, a news breaks out, and now all of a sudden the dollar starts sliding against the Canadian dollar and you're breaking past this area here, then yeah, start looking to exit. But if price starts touching this area down here after you entered in here, go on Financial Juice. Look at what is happening, what's coming out. Is there any new information that would cause the market to shift? But if you're just a technicals trader, you're sitting here, you're like, oh, yep, I'm buying. Oh, yeah, it looks good. Price is going up. Trade what you see, blah, blah, blah. I see price going up. I'm going to buy. Do. Now price just starts tanking. You, at least me, when I was starting out, would panic. And I'd exit for like a 2-pip profit or, a 10-pip loss. When all I had to do was just do my research. Look and see if anything has changed. If nothing has changed, these London traders, even into New York, look, here's some profit taking. Boom. Even into New York, they're going to be buying off of the news, the most recent news. That's it. And dollar CAD may start sliding down. I'm not saying it will. I'm saying if it does, Financial Juice will give you the articles that you need to see whether it's sustaining and it will continue to slide, or if it's just an article saying, oh, profit takers came in and took profits and no real news has changed on the US dollar, Canadian dollar, then you still want to hold on to your position. And this is something that I need to work on, because I may be taking intraday trades for 20, 30 pips. But maybe I, myself as a trader, need to start thinking about, of course, taking profits. You always want to get paid. But on something like this, sentiment is so on your side. You open up 2 trades, 1% apiece, and it just take your pips when you can get them on your first trade, your second trade, move your stop loss to break even, and let it roll. If it takes you out, it takes you out. It's no big deal. It was a free trade anyway. And this happens more often than not. And I do not do that enough. I really don't. But Financial Juice was able to give us this information midnight New York time last night to tell us what the London traders would be focused on. Risk on appetite. Even though, yeah, we did see some North Korea articles coming out. But nobody, if you scroll back, nobody was saying, it's time to start selling the dollar against the yen for a safe haven play. Nobody. Who said that? Me. Don't take my advice as financial advice. I was dumb. I was overly tired. I take my naps, sleep right through my. You don't want to trade like me. Don't trade like me. Take some insights. Financial juice is great, but don't trade like me. Don't sleep through your trading time, okay? My 1 day a week, I get to sit at home and trade. And what do? Dream about puppies. Yeah. All right, that's it. Enough rambling. Financial juice. Proof's in the pudding, guys. These articles were coming out. Good. US dollar CAD. London traders step in. Boom. It's just like that. It's just like that. And again, if you're using a technicals system, fine. But use financial juice as a way to work with your technical system. If the market, financial, fundamentals and market sentiment is for buying the US dollar against the Canadian dollar, and your system is saying, oh, it's overbought, you should start selling. Don't do that. Second guess your technical system, because your technical system does not think about what the market is thinking. At least until we have artificial intelligence for the retail trader, that's it. Your lagging indicators cannot tell you about what the market is feeling, what the market is thinking. It is imperative that you do this. You can come out of the 95% of failing traders, like I have done since last November. Oh, little update. I just put in a bank wire to open up my account that I will specifically be using for these videos. I'm just waiting for the money to come in. It will be a live account. I will have my FX book hooked up to it. Whether I fail or whether I succeed with it, it is what it is, right? But it's all going to be on here for you to watch, for you to see. Hopefully, there's no reason for me to fail unless it's myself. The trader himself or herself would be the reason that you fail if you're doing this correctly. I may not even be doing it correctly. All right, Sean, you're done rambling. Anyway, I'm Sean from Big Dog Trade. If you want to send me an email, it's bigdogtrade2017 at gmail.com. I'll see you guys later.